Record. Cool. Um, okay, so um, the CT Shabbaton New York City trip is going to be in February, and we'll get all the details here right now. So there's going to be 4,000 teenagers from 54 countries for a really amazing weekend in New York City. I've been on this trip around 8 or 9 times, I think 9 times. It's going to be my 10th time going on this trip, and every year it just gets better and better. It's really amazing. Um, 1 second. Why is it my screen shares? Do you guys see my screen?
Yes, yeah, we see it.
Oh, okay. I don't know why it's not working. Okay. So I'm gonna go through the details of each the trip each day. So the first day we have Thursday, we take a Wednesday night red-eye flight. Um, and it's designed like that so we get the most time in New York without missing the most school. So you're only missing school on Thursday and Friday. So it's Wednesday night red-eye, and you get in around 6 a.m. We grab a quick breakfast, do a little sightseeing, but then we take also a nap. So that way by Thursday around 1, 2 p.m., they're all ready to go. They're rested, and they're ready to hit the streets of New York. In the past, we've done some really cool stuff on Thursday. We did Central Park ice skating. That's over here. We did this is also Midtown Manhattan. And then this over here is the not Mall of America, sorry, American Dream Mall.
No,
Uh
I think your screen is frozen. For me, it's
oh, it's
frozen. Anyone else?
Yeah, we just see the
The
Fletcher
first
Jewish
slide.
Bride.
It's frozen on the first slide. Up, there we go.
oh
There it is.
back. Okay. Wait, here. How do I go back now? Oh, there. You see it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. So here, so this is Central Park ice skating. This is Midtown, and over here we did American Dream Wall. So those are 3 different years and 3 different things that we did on Thursday, and that's from around 2 p.m. until around 8 or 9 p.m. Um, we grab pizza for lunch, New York style pizza. The teens love that. And then we hit the streets and we tour. Uh, Thursday, the teams from all the other countries are still rolling in. So we will typically join up with another chapter or two from another part of the world. But it won't be everyone. The thousands of teams are still trickling in. By Thursday night, everyone is already in. And then Thursday night, we gather together in this huge place where it's kind of like it's called the Armory, the Brooklyn Armory. It's a huge hall that is like the biggest they could find that could hold a few thousand people. And there's dinner there, there's music, there's just people walking around, meeting other people from other parts of the world. It's like just a Jewish teen fest of connections. It's amazing. You're getting to hang out with other people. The vibes are great. The electricity's in the air. It's so amazing. Um, and that's Thursday and Thursday night. We try not to go to bed too late on Thursday because then we have Friday. So Friday we have um, more sightseeing. We started early though. We grab breakfast at around 8 a.m. and then we go straight to the streets of New York, typically Manhattan, and do some sightseeing there. So in the past we've done Lower Manhattan, which is Freedom Tower, shopping. Last year, we visited the Empire State Building, went up to the top, and then also went to the Diamond District. So walked up Fifth Avenue. That was really fun too. Um, Friday is a really it's you got a dual it's two things going on Friday. So there's the morning of that on Friday, and then there's the evening on Friday. So the morning of Friday, all sightseeing and walking around and seeing the city. A lot of fun. There's a lot of chapters that we go around with. You're seeing teams from all over the world as you walk around. Um, Security, by the way, is top notch throughout the whole event. Through the whole weekend, security is top notch. They work with NYPD and also private security to make sure everywhere we're going is secure. And then Friday afternoon hits, and we all come back to to Brooklyn, where we are going to be staying. We'll talk about lodging soon in a second, but then we get ready for Shabbat, and then Friday changes from an action-packed sightseeing trip to now calm Shabbat, day of rest, and then we introduce the day of Shabbat. So, most teams have some sort of connection already with Shabbat, depending on how observant you are. But the cool thing about this trip is that the the whole weekend you're not really expected to observe a certain level of Shabbat. It's just you do it because everyone is doing it. Everyone is there together with, Shabbat. A common question that I have is like, Rabbi, can I use my phone on Shabbat? And I know more religious, you don't use your phone. Can I use my phone? And there's no need to use your phone. There's no point in asking him the question because there's every moment is filled with just songs and meeting people from around the world. There's 4,000 teenagers all in the same hall as you, and you're making those connections. So you don't want to go on your phone. All the people that you ever want to know in your life are right there in the room. We visit places like the 770 Eastern Parkway. This is the front of it, but inside, we go in and pray there for Kabbalat Shabbat, the Friday night services. We also wrap tefillin for the guys. Girls like Shabbat candles. There's a delicious meal. There's workshops with really, really cool personalities. Last year we had this professor turned rabbi Kabbalist. And we also had this Jewish guy who was a ninja warrior, a four-time ninja warrior. And then a lot of other personalities and interesting people that we get to meet at the workshops. So Friday night is a lot about meeting other teams from around the world, and also about joining these workshops and learning about all Jewish personalities. Shabbat day is again, Shabbat day is more of the same. A lot is a delicious meal. Lunch we eat at our host. We don't eat that together with everyone. It's just us at someone's house, so it's contained, it's warm, it's vibes, and that's Shabbat day. There's also workshops, and then Shabbat afternoon we take it easy. We take a stroll throughout the streets of Crown Heights and see the other chapters. And there's a really cool workshop they do called Fast Friends, where it's a huge hall and there's chairs set up facing each other. So just pairs of chairs, just long rows of that. And then you sit down on the chair, and then every 30 seconds you go to the next chair. And that way, within like the whole workshop is like an hour. Within an hour, you've just met and spoken to 50, 100 new faces. And who knows, maybe one of those, you'll get to know and get to meet and become fast friends for life. So that's a really cool workshop that we're looking forward to, and that's on Shabbat afternoon. Saturday night is sure if you're hearing the music, but oh, what's that for a second? Okay, so Saturday night we go on the subway, and the subway is it's a mode of transportation, but it's a public mode of transportation. But the coolest thing is about going to the city with 4,000 people that you're so big and such a big group that you have no choice but to rent out the subway. C-Team literally rents out the New York City subway just for seating. There's a big sign, like the little neon lettering that goes across that says seating. This is only for seating, and the police are there making sure it's only seating. So you get on the subway, it's packed with people. We usually bring some Havdalah, some grape juice and wine to make Havdalah on the subway, and then crank out the music. And then for the half an hour, 45-minute ride from Brooklyn to Manhattan, we're just cranking out songs and hanging out with thousands of people all smushed into this subway, meeting, Colombian, Australian, Israeli, English people from all around the world, all smushed into your little subway car. It's a lot of fun, and it's such an experience. Sorry. Okay, then we go to Times Square. So Times Square, they cordon off one area, and in this area is that is your designated spot where you get to stand and listen to pounding music that is Jewish music from celebrity Jewish stars from around the world that come and do a concert for you in Times Square on Saturday night. It's live Havdalah, live concert, and get this, C-Team rents out like 10 or 12 huge billboards that are on the sides of the street, like those huge billboards that are usually showing, the stocks or, the latest fashion wear. And it at a designated time, like around 8 p.m., 9 p.m., whatever it is, it blacks out. And suddenly you see pictures of teens wrapping tefillin, lighting Shabbat candles, the Rebbe, and Jewish inspiration on these huge screens all around you. So you're standing in Times Square, and all around you, these flashing lights, but they're not flashing lights of, Zara and American Eagle. It's C-Team, it's Jewish pride. And that's what I have over here. I wanted to show you this really cool video. Oh, man. Uh, here we go. This one right here. I don't know if you can hear the sound. But billboards there. Loud music. There's billboards over there. You have this Am Yisrael Chai billboard over here. And that's just for an hour, 2 hours. There's music, there's lights, there's action, there's energy, there's vibe. It's amazing. Okay, that is um that's Saturday night. Saturday night doesn't end then. We go back to Brooklyn on buses and we go to a after party for everyone. There's pizza, there's games, there's more connections to be made. There's a lot of energy. And that's Saturday night. So it's huge fun. And then finally Sunday we go to a huge concert that is Sunday around midday, and you get to hear from really cool personalities. Last year they had Ellie Zayler. She is got like 10 million followers on TikTok, and you just loud music. It's fun. It's exciting. Jewish energy, Jewish pride on repeat for just amazing concert. It's so amazing. The energy is so incredible. This is Ellie Zayler, and then here we have just candlelight, vibing. It's so exciting, and that is the trip. Now I missed out one detail, and that is the Ohel, the Rebbe's resting place. We go there usually on Sunday, but depending on a flight, we may go on Thursday. This is a really special place that we go to. Don't think I included pictures this time, but it's I'm not sure how to explain it, but it's just your you get the sense that your soul has returned home. Basically, like this is the place where you call home, and it's a place where you can connect with God, with the Rebbe, with your Jewish heritage in a way that you've never done before. It's a very soul stirring and very deeply intimate and special place. And it's the Ohel. So you pray there. We write a letter, and it's a very unique experience that you can't get anywhere else in the world. Um, Something like if you ever been to the Kotel, the Western Wall, that's kind of the experience that it feels like. So really special. And that we do either on Sunday or on Thursday. Okay. Now where do we stay? Lodging. So I get a lot of this questions all the time. Where's the hotel, Rabbi? So there's no hotels in the place we're going. And that the reason is because this area is a very densely packed Jewish area. It's got so many Jewish families who all have these big brownstone Brooklyn houses, and they love hosting families from around the world. They do this on a weekly basis. Right now, as we speak, there's a weekend for campus students called the Begisha, and they're hosting them right now.
Yeah.
And then there's programs for Hebrew school and for different ages for seniors. So this is something they're no stranger to. They're used to hosting people, And I, as the rabbi, I call up my friends, my connections, and ask them, can you host 5 people in your home? So we split up into different houses. Each home has a chaperone who knows where to go so you won't get lost, and we'll take care of you. And you get your own bedroom, your own bathroom, wherever you need, you get. It's better than a staying hotel because you get the lodging, you get the bed, the everything you need, plus you get a warm host, a Jewish host who understands you and is there to help you out whatever you need. And they're not in your face like waking you up in the morning. They're gonna give you your space, but they will be there to help you out if they need, if you need. Okay, so that's the lodging, the pricing. Skip that. The pricing is like this. Oh, sorry. $350 for the flight and transportation, and $374 for the registration. So a total of $724 for an epic weekend, which is an unbeatable price. That said, I have put together and I am putting together a scholarship fund for teens who do need that extra funding. And I have a form that if you want, just reach out to me. You'll fill out the form, and whatever funding I have will be allocated to you. It's an ongoing process. So as of now, we have already a few people on the waiting list, but if you get your name in there, then I can include you in the list as well. How do you sign up? Right here, Shabbaton.cteen.com. The dates are February 19th to the 22nd. That's Thursday to Sunday. The early bird ends November 18th. So what that means is that over here we have registration. Registration goes up by a certain amount every few weeks. I don't control that. So right now it's 374, but after November 18th, it's going to be 399. And then a month later, it'll go up again. So the best time to sign up is now if you're planning going so that you get the best price. There are two codes. Sorry, just one actually. There's one code that will bring it down to the $25. It'll bring it down to the $374 price. So reach out to me. I will get you the code that you need. I'm actually going to look it up right now and see if I can write it on the screen. One second. Okay, so let me go out of here. I'm just gonna write this in right over here. Okay, so the code is all caps teen 5786. So when you put in this code, that price will drop to this total to 724 when you put in this code. So make sure to put in that code when you register. Registration is at this link, shabbaton.cteen.com. Okay, that's pretty much a recap of the whole trip. Are there any questions?
How do we go about making flight arrangements?
Great question. So I take care of the flights. That way there's no confusion, and that way we're all on the same flight. If you prefer making your own flight, you can. If you have miles, and I'll give you the flight details so that you can make it yourself. But bear in mind that if your teen is a certain age, I'm pretty sure it's 16 or younger, or maybe it's 15 or younger, then it might be tricky because they need a companion. They can't go by themselves. That's why when I'm booking, I always make sure that there's like a chaperone on the booking as well. But if you want to arrange that yourself, you can, and then you'll pay just that transportation fee as well as the registration. If you prefer,
So if we would prefer you to make the arrangements, we
Yeah.
register and then let you know, or
oh, right, great question. So assuming that you don't want to book the flight yourself, then you just go through the normal channels. You go to shabbatontheceden.com, you register, you put in that code, teen 586. You'll just follow the prompts. I will then get on the back end, I will get the notification that you've applied. I'll accept you, and then I'll go and book that flight. I'll already have all the information I need, date of birth, etc., for booking that flight. So you'll have everything taken care of. You just need to register, and then I take care of everything else. I'll get you a place to sleep and the flight, etc. If you want to do a flight yourself, then just let me know ahead of time. I'll make sure that you get a code that will drop the price for that flight. But it's not so advised so that there's not any complications. We have had issues in the past with people that book the flight themselves. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, awesome. So I'm going to stop the share here.
Oh, sorry, Rabbi.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
a question.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, like right now, especially considering Mamdani and everything, like I'm just wait, Ruby, come over here. I'm just like a little bit like concerned, especially with Mamdani and everything going on in New York, like concerned about security.
For sure. We've had this concern as the number one concern for the past 9 years that I mean the Shabbaton's going for 20 years, but every year that I've got has always come up, and um I can guarantee you that, you know, whatever you do in the Shabbaton, it is absolutely 100% safe. It's just as safe as staying at home because we have private security. This is private Jewish security who know the lay of the land, and they are meticulous about knowing the schedule, knowing the whereabouts of every chapter, every group. And as long as your teen stays with the group, then they are 100% safe. Um, of course, we always need God to keep us safe, but this is a very well thought out weekend, and the places that we go to are all heavily secured. Um, we had an even bigger concern. I think it was 2 years ago, which was after October 7th. We had an even bigger concern with, there were a little before there was threats going on, in, and we had parents that were concerned. And to that end, they made sure to put up special police towers, which go up around the city, and the police have really a great view of everything going on, um, of the Shabbaton. They also made some more security enhancements, which is that the only way you can get into certain venues is with the right certification that the teens are given when they come. So they're given badges, they're given stamps, they're given certain things, and then they're not allowed in to the venues without those things. So where they walk, there's police. Inside the venue, there's police guarding the perimeter, and there's only the teens and their chaperones and rabbis allowed in those venues. It's very top notch. Yeah, I'm always very impressed with how they do it. You know, there- there's there's always been, here and there, like a teen, who lives in the city that wants to get in and wants us to have fun, and they can't get in. It's just funny seeing that the teens themselves who love trying to infiltrate places, just in a good way. They're also Jewish, but they didn't register or anything. They can't get in themselves. So, um, yeah, they're also not allowed out of the venues without their chaperones. So, commonly all happen is like when the ending's winding down, it's like midnight, we're like, oh, we want to go to sleep. Where's our rabbi? We can't leave without a rabbi. They literally will not let you leave the venue without your rabbi walking with you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One other question, sorry, this is my last question, is so Thursday, Friday, they're mostly with like the Phoenix chapter, because I know like my daughter, especially being from New York, has friends that are coming and like wanting to meet up and whatever. But I mean, I kind of told her, no, you're gonna be mostly with like your Phoenix people. So is that right? Or
Right. So just Thursday, we're really just with Phoenix. From
okay.
then on, we're with everyone else, and she's gonna have a lot of chances to from then till Sunday to find her friends and to hang out with them. We'll all be together from then on.
Okay.
But I always encourage this. If any teens have any specific chapters that they know and they want to get to, or hang out with, then
Yeah.
let me know ahead of time, and I'll reach out to the rabbi, the rebbitzin, or the chaperone of that person just to see what their plan is and see if we can align our schedules together.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay,
we,
great. I'll tell
we-
her that.
yeah,
Okay.
we've done that in the past for like LA chapters. Our teams really got along with the LA guys, so
Yeah.
they would hang out with them and we would do stuff together with them. Yeah.
What
Okay.
is the ratio of chaperone to teen?
It's kept to 1 to 6.
Great.
Sometimes more than that, so 1 to 5, but usually 1 to 6. Yeah. So last year we had 20, 20 teens come, or 19, and there was me and 3 other chaperones. So it was a ratio of 1 to 5. Yeah. Also, every house where they're staying is in there's a chaperone in that house.
Do we find out ahead of time where they're staying, what
Yes.
family they're staying with?
Yes, yes. We'll have a meeting with everyone that's involved like a month before just to give you the exact details, the flight, the lodging details, any contact information, etc. Schedule. Uh, we'll have that meeting around a month before.
Okay, and so we'll be able to communicate if need be with the family.
Yes, you'll have their information, their address, and their contact information if you need to reach out. Yeah. Yeah.
And what's the phone policy? Our teens will have their phone, but then do they have to put it away for Shabbos or?
We highly encourage it. It's not mandatory. We highly encourage it. And for security, the chaperones and the rabbis' phones are kept on. If anyone needs to reach us, they can reach us. But we highly encourage, um, since it's not a safety concern, we highly encourage them to put away their phones because that way they can really maximize meeting other teens. Yeah. Okay, awesome. So thank you guys for your time. Um, Reach out to me, just text me if any other questions. All right. Okay.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You got it. Take care. Bye bye.